Yes, guys, we are back. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another reaction video. This is my reaction video to episodes 3 and 4 of the docuseries The Last Dance. Who doesn't know about The Last Dance? Everybody watches it, basketball fan or not, Jordan fan or not. It's sports on TV. Why not watch it, right? Everybody knows about it. Controversial, entertaining. It's just, it's everything you need in a docuseries, alright? So we're doing episodes 3 and 4. If you haven't seen my reaction to episode 1, go back and look for that video, or maybe you can just forget about that and pick up from here. We're going to do it a little differently. We're going to make it a little faster, and we're going to do 2 episodes in one video. So the last video I did was my reaction to episode 1, and I never quite covered episode 2, which was about Pippin. But this one is going to be about episodes 3 and 4, alright? So here we go. Here are my takeaways, and my takeaways are centered on 3 main figures, alright? The first of which is Dennis Rodman, the Worm. You know the guy, number 91, rebound monster. He played for the Pistons. I've always admired the guy. He was one of my childhood heroes, right? Believe it or not, I've always admired Rodman, even from the days he was playing with the Pistons. Then he moved to the Spurs. That's when I really got into Rodman. He sort of underwent a transformation, colored his hair, the attitude, and all his crazy antics off court, right? Then he moved to Chicago, and that's when I really said, hey, Rodman's the man, and you know, he won championships with the Bulls. So Rodman, I loved him so much, to the point where I even said, as a young boy, that when I become a father and when I have a son, I'm gonna name my son Rodney, right? To honor my adoration for Dennis Rodman. It was that crazy, and back then I was an NBA trading card collector. I had cards, and you know what card I had the most of? Dennis Rodman. And it was that serious. I really admired him. I don't know. We hadn't seen anyone that different. I guess that was it. He was unique, and he had this rebellious nature, and that kind of drew me to him. So Dennis Rodman, I love the parts in episode 3 whenever they would show Dennis Rodman. Yep, those were the best parts to me, right? So Dennis Rodman, one of the central figures in my takeaways for this video. Number 2, Isiah Thomas, right? Isiah Thomas doesn't get the credit that he truly deserves. He was one of the greats, right? When you mention Isiah Thomas these days, the younger generation will automatically think IT, Isiah Thomas, who now plays for who knows where, Washington, right? Isiah Thomas has kind of, I wouldn't say disappeared, but he should be there in the conversation when we talk about the greats, all right? Isiah Thomas holds the distinction of beating Magic and Bird and Jordan all in their primes, and not everybody sees that, and that was brought to light, right? For most of the episode, the Pistons were painted to be the bad boys. Of course, that's what they were called. But they were the antagonists because we are watching a Bulls team get to their championships, right? So the Pistons were kind of put in a bad light, whether you like it or not. That was how they were portrayed. And Isiah has to be given more credit, all right? So Isiah Thomas, you have Rodman, Thomas, and the third central figure here is Phil Jackson. The guy is a genius. Jordan never won championships without Phil Jackson, right? Without Pippen and the others, but it was Phil Jackson. He was the architect, and my main takeaway from the Phil Jackson bit is that great leaders, great managers, right? Because I come from a corporate executive background, and great leaders leave behind great processes and great systems. That's what they do. So that when the leader is detached from the company or from the team can function because the leader had established a good system, right? And that's what Phil Jackson brought to the Bulls. Jordan is a system in itself. You know, just give the ball to Jordan, get the hell out of the way, let Jordan do the scoring, let Jordan run the play. But with Phil Jackson, he insisted on the triangle offense, and that's what great leaders do. You know, you have a system, you have a strong belief in your process. Establish it, make everyone follow it, make everyone learn it, so that when you're not around, the ship will not sink. You know what I mean? So As a leader myself, I connected and I related deeply to that Phil Jackson bit. All right, so that's it. My 3 central figures from which my takeaways are based: Rodman, Isiah Thomas, and Phil Jackson. And there you have it, guys. Those were my takeaways from episodes 3 and 4 of The Last Dance. That's it. You guys be safe. Look out for one another. Bye.